Bang bang. So today we're going to take a look at Death Gas Station series Canyon Sisters. Now I think this is their 7th or 6th release from this series. I've been collecting a whole bunch of their catalog for a while. I kind of like their goofy look and all that. And the only one I'm missing is this guy, the first release, which is a real pain in the ass to find. So if you guys happen to know where to find it for the right price, let me know. Now this is the Canyon Sisters, so this is a dual pack plus a base. And yeah, I think this is based off of the movie or novel called Thelma and Louise. I could be wrong, but there are certain elements to this figure that point in that direction. So yeah, this is a box. And with that being said, let's take a gander at these sisters. And here are the Canyon Sisters, Mrs. L and Mrs. T. That's what they're called. So Thelma and Louise, T and L, there is a little hint there. So there you go. They're pretty tiny. So with that being said, let's take a closer gander at them. And here's a closer look at Mrs. L and Mrs. T. Now this whole series, Death Gas Station, kind of reads to me like they're in some sort of purgatory or limbo. Because, spoiler alert, the movie Thelma and Louise, they both die. They drive off a cliff at the end, so... yeah. That's what it feels like. And especially the comics they come with, it kind of hints at these like, we're dead, but we're like searching for something. Kind of deal. Like they have unfinished business of sorts. Yep, this is them. And they have very humanoid looking faces. Like they look human. The rest of the Death Gas Station, they're basically like robots. Except for maybe the pelvis guy, but even then he does look robotic in some sort. So with that being said, let's take a look at their accessories, which is a fuck ton. Steering wheel, telephone, Polaroid camera, a case of beer, a hat, sunglasses, another sunglasses, a drink, another drink, a picture, a necklace, handcuffs, holster, another holster, gun, another gun, speech bubble, another speech bubble, hands. And this is everything the Canyon Sisters come with. It's a lot of bits and bobs, but I think I could fit all this into their display couch. So with that being said, let's take a look at their steering wheel. Now I think this is what's left of their car that they drove off a cliff. I think it was a Ford Thunderbird upon my research. So you can see there's like wiring and stuff jutting out. It's very nicely weathered. So one of them can hold that. And next up, we have one of these telephone things. Now, if you guys grew up with these things, these phones are pretty fucking heavy. At least the old ones. I remember holding one out. I was like, Jesus, it's like a brick. So I don't really know what the significance of this is. I haven't watched the movie. I just know the ending because it was a sad ending. Yeah. So I guess one of them can make a call, I guess. And next up we have their Polaroid, which does flip up and down. Again, nicely weathered, nicely painted as well. Look at that, something so small. This is a pleather material, so that's not good. That might disintegrate over a while. So just be careful with that. And then we have their picture, I guess, which is, I think this is a misprint. It's kind of off-centered. But you know what, it's cute. So we have the both of them there. Next up, we have a cross necklace for Mrs. L, I think. She's the one wearing it on the box art, so. Oop. Well, that's on the floor. Give me a minute. Okay, so yeah, it's a cross, and it has a chain, so yeah. These things are so small. Then we have some handcuffs here. I don't know where I could place this though, but you know, it's fun to have it. And what else? Oh, these sunglasses. I think this is for Mrs. T. Oh, it's very stylistic. Careful handling this. It's very fragile. Very thin piece of plastic. Then Mrs. L. It's very aviator-esque sunglasses. They're all holes in their hairs, so you could stick them in. I'll show you guys that later. And then what else? There are drinks. So this is a whiskey drink, I suspect, in a whiskey glass. It's quite a liberal amount of whiskey, if you ask me. No ice. And then we have this, I guess, cocktail with a cherry. Hope the light's okay. Okay, then we have their hat. Well, not their hat. Well, either or can wear it. It fits on them both nicely. Now the hole here is basically for those speech bubbles. They also have holes on their heads. It's a running theme with this series. But be careful plugging them in because it's a very thin piece of plastic. Next up we have their gunny guns. Now this is Mrs. T's gun. So it's a revolver. It just hooks up to their belts. It's holstered. And can you? Feels like you can, but I don't want to risk it. See, there's a hinge there, but I don't want to. Oh god, I just felt something that was not supposed to be. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna hold it like that. You can, but I don't want to do any more to it. And it fits very well in this holster. Nope, like that. Very weathered, nicely painted. Everything is nicely painted. Everything for gas station is always nicely painted. Then we have this, I don't know what this is called, a Beretta. Looks more like a police gun. Unfortunately, this holster doesn't really fit this gun. It's kind of loose, so it's not very snug. So it's like a black leather there. Next up we have their beers. Cool beer, choose your life, 15% alcohol. And these are all individual beers, so I'm just gonna put this down and show you guys at least one. Okay. Oh, cold beer, not cool beer, sorry. Because this is also a cold dog type. I don't know what this is. There's two companies, I think. Death Gas Station and Cold Dog. So, two artists, two distributors. I don't know, but there's also other stuff on this thing as well. Old Bone's Choice 666. Old Bone is one of the other Death Gas Station characters. Old Bone is the yellow guy. I reviewed him as well. Anything on the bottom? Oh god. Nope, okay. Let's not drop this. Next up we have their speech bubbles. So one says Mexico or Highway to Hell. I don't know how to plug this one because it's pointing up, right? For example, like if you plug it in like that, it's gonna look weird. I mean, it looks okay like this, right? When you flip it, it looks weird. Then next we have I can't go back and I don't know. So they each have their own speech bubbles, I guess. Okay, then finally we have their hands. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. So we have their hand holding. This could be, I don't know, the beer or the glass or the hat or the phone. It could be anything. The camera, maybe. This could be for the camera. Oh, my own camera is flickering for some reason. Give me a minute. Oh god. Yep. Okay, now it's better. It can only record for 4 minutes before the camera starts jittering. So yeah, we have those hands. And then we have these hands, which I think is the trigger finger hands. Yep. And we have these middle finger hands, which is kind of cool. Oh, it's getting it. There's also this weird pink hue to it too. Then we have these. I think these are beer holding hands because it's pretty tightly grasped. So we have beer holding hands. And then we have the relaxed hands they come with in the packaging. And then finally, this is a unique one. First one for me is it's like a hand holding hand. To show their friendship, I guess. Which is cute. Okay, I hope I got everything. There is a few more things, so with that being said, let's take a look at them. And here is their base sofa car thing. Yeah, so this thing is heavy. I don't know why it's so heavy. I thought there was a battery you could put in there so you could light up these lights, but no, it's just one solid piece of resin. But you know what? This thing is cool. This thing is very unique. These things do fall off easy, so you have to be careful. But yeah, so this is based off of the Thunderbird, the Ford Thunderbird type car aesthetic. It's the car the Thelma and Louise characters were driving in that film, so let's take a closer look. You know what, the lighting's shit, so let's try and move this light a bit. There we go. So you can see the Thunderbird logo there. Oh, look at this. This is so rusted. Hunk of junk. But it looks so nice. It has cup holders that you could flip, and to reveal the Cliff Sisters. The Cliff and Sisters. What does that mean? The Cliff and Sisters. And we have that, which is anybody could read that, let me know. I'll zoom in some more. Death Day Good Strip. Good Trip. Death Day Good Trip, I guess. And then we have some more here. Thunder Dog, not Thunderbird. And you can open this gas panel to reveal Old Bone, one of the Death gas station characters. See the headlights there. A shame you can't really light this thing up. That would be cool. Can't go back. Cold Dog. DGS 666. These are, you can move these around and also unpeg them. So there's that. I don't know why you would want to unpeg them. Okay, look at that. Now this is heavy, like I said before, so just be careful where you plonk this on your glass display. There's also felt at the bottom, so it doesn't scratch anything. Okay, with that, it also comes with this sticker. I think this is Old Bone. It kind of looks like Old Bone. You can see no smoking, cold dog toy collection, other things. Long live nicotine. And unfortunately, this is the only sticker you get. It just kind of, I don't know, kind of disappointing to me because this is a deluxe. This is a deluxe set, so I thought you would get more, but this is it. No buttons, no pins, no other stickers, just this guy. Also comes with this this plastic bag to keep all the parts. It usually has the Park Z emblem here or graphic, but they changed this one for a weird naked mole rat thing. So it says cold dog toy collection here. It's basically to keep all the other accessories you're not using, but I usually just put them back in the box. I don't really use these bags. And lastly, we have the comic. Yeah, this is okay. This is number 8, so this is the 8th release from this series. So I'm gonna switch camera angles so I could show you the comic basically. And here's the comic. It says, "Can you sisters? Can you sisters? What the fuck?" Okay. Anyways, I don't know if that's a translation error or whatever, but that's weird. And then we have this guy. And then let's get into it basically. So I'm just gonna shut up and you guys enjoy, I guess. So I don't know if you got all that, but it seems like they're in limbo. It's just weird. It's a fascinating weird to me. It's like, what the hell is going on? So they're running from something, some guy. Maybe the Reaper? To bring them to the next life, but they're running away from him or something. And then they had some kind of loop that they have to keep running from him. So yeah, that's the comic it comes with. Nothing else on the back. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that. So with that being said, let's load them up. And here's the Canyon Sisters all loaded up with what accessories I could put on them without making it look too cluttered. Now there are plug points on their heads, and the way to put these speech bubbles on is when you remove these very tiny studs. It's pretty obvious where they are on their heads, you just have to look for them, but again, don't lose these very tiny studs. Yeah, don't lose those because there's no way you could replace them basically. So this is how they'll look, and yeah, I had my reservations about these guys. I really didn't want to get them because of their look, because they didn't have that dumb robotic aesthetic like the rest of them had, but now looking at them, I think they look pretty cool. Ooh, let's see if I could turn them without making them fall. Now this isn't how I'm going to pose them on my display. I think I'm going to use their chair, their couch, and try to fit that in the display case somehow. So yeah, this is them. Mrs. L and Mrs. T. Wondering if they should go to Mexico or not. Let's see if I get focus a bit. There we go. I'm trying to slowly rotate this because they fall really, really easily. So that being said, let's do some close-ups. And here's a close-up of Mrs. L. It's very nicely done, the stitching and everything. Got the handcuffs there, she's holding her hat. Now this hat does not balance well on their heads, unless you have some sticky tape or something just to secure that in. It does not peg into their hair or head, unfortunately. Then you have Mrs. T. And yeah, this is them. Let me see if I could do one rotation without them falling. So you have "Don't Look Back" on her shirt. The stitching on this is insane for something so small. Yeah, this is the Canyon Sisters. So, you know what? I think I'll show you how I plan to display them with their weird car couch vehicle thing. Yeah, let's see that. And this is basically how I want to display the Canyon Sisters in my collection. I tried to incorporate as many accessories I can, and I think I got them all. Except for the sunglasses. I don't really like them in sunglasses. I kind of like the way they look. And the way they covered the peg holes for the sunglasses is smart. You could never tell it's a peg hole. So yeah, this is it. This is how I'm going to display my my Canyon Sisters. Let's just do some. I just like doing like close-ups and just finding new things to focus on. So with that being said, let's see how these ladies fare with the other Death gas station series figures I have. And here's where I'll put the Canyon Sisters. So you can see I have them seated on the couch car thing, so you could view the rest of the guys here. And yeah, I'm missing the first release, which is always annoying whenever I see these guys. It's an incomplete collection, but it is what it is. You can't really get them all. So yeah, that concludes my little review over these ladies. Just some more small close-ups here. Yeah. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And as always, go get 'em.